Okay, folks. Hey, today we're going to go below the bridge, the Eaton Ferry Bridge. I haven't been through that bridge this year and fished. Okay? I haven't done it for quite a while. We're going through that bridge. We're going to find some fish down there. It's going to be like me fishing a new lake. Okay? The water gets clear as we go that way, so that's going to be new for me too. I fish the river end most of the time, guys, because I live on the river end. I don't, you know, this is going to be a good little run for me in the boat. But we're going to do it. We're going to see if we can catch some fish. Y'all come on along.
Alright, let's see what we got here. This first fish of the morning, guys. Might be darn, it's a crappie. Bam! Alright, guys. I'm in a new area. Let me make sure y'all recording. Alright. First fish this morning. First time I cut the camera on. I gotta check it. Sometimes it goes to pictures. I'm doing something different today. I've never fished here before. Alright. There's the bridge, Eaton Ferry Bridge. I haven't been through that bridge this year. I've never fished right here for crappie. I have fished for bass down through here years ago. This used to be one of my favorite banks. Is this bank right here. It's been, gosh, guys. That's a nice crappie too, boy. My reel is making a noise. This is an expensive reel. I reckon I need to clean it again. Oh my gosh. This is not a crappie either, guys. Well, I'm gonna have to get back to where the crappie. And this crappie might have been, he might have been mixed up with these guys. This is a big white perch. This is a jumbo magnum. A jumbo magnum white perch. Gosh. He liked that Tweety bird. I know somebody's watching going like, Dennis, that'd be some good eating right there. Somebody told me the other day that these were just great eating. Huh. I don't think I've ever ate one I know of. Alright guys, found another one. Y'all ain't gonna believe this, but I'm finding them on stumps. There was 2 fish on a stump, and I threw it down and got it. Now I done came a good little ways now, but I'm live scoping is what I'm doing. I came, points behind me, 2 docks behind me. It's not a bad one. That was in a brim color bug. I'll usually have a bug rigged on one of my rods, guys. And now I'm keeping a little bit rigged on one of the rods. Just cause it's a new bait, I'm fishing, trying to find something with it. Alright, it's shallow right here too, ain't but 8 foot. Where this fish was now, it was dropping off. There's some fish out there in open water. I lost them. I'm gonna look around here a little bit, right there at 35 feet. I'm gonna look around here a little bit, see if I can find a couple more. That's crappie too. I caught a sun perch before this, guys. That's a nice crappie. I seen about 4 fish back on this dock. Let me hit my spotlight, guys. It's trying to the wind's picked up some, which it was cool this morning anyway. That's why I got a long sleeve shirt on. It's 54 degrees when I started this morning. This is a second little cold front this year. I said this in a video a couple back. We start getting these little cold fronts, crappie fishing is going to change. The water's trying to cool off. It was 2 weeks ago, it was 86. I think it's 78 this morning. That's a nice fish, guys. Alright, still throwing this same color. I don't know what to call it. Gosh, guys, I cut the camera off. As soon as I cut it off, this one hit. I was talking to y'all and cut the camera off, and I felt something set the hook, and bam. Like I said, I seen about 5 fish on this corner, and they was back a little ways. And I've been here, I done made about 6 casts before I ever caught one. I was about ready to give up on them because they wasn't paying any attention to me at all. I got you. There you go. They're nice ones too, guys. Good eating size. If I was going to eat some, I probably should have kept a couple of them. Wife's home, and dang, Dennis, you should have kept those 2. 2 or 3 is all we need. If I keep 4 the most, I think last time I kept 4 and we ate all 4 of them, no problem. But this time of year, I don't know. I usually keep them in the spring. There's a couple fish right here too. I don't know if he's a crappie or not. I'll tell y'all, let me show y'all what I'm seeing. See those green spots right to the left of that post? That's the kind of stuff I'm seeing, guys, and I'm throwing at. Like I say, if that's crappie, it's 2 of them, you know? And I'm not finding schools now, but I'm in a new area. I'm not looking for schools. I'm just looking for anything that's like a fish. I just left this morning where I've been fishing, I fished yesterday evening too after work, and on the other end up there where I usually fish, I found 2 schools. One school must have had 100 in it. Yeah, I ain't kidding you. It was a big dock, and the dock was full from one end to the other. The dock was probably almost as big as if without the boat slips. Probably from there to there without the boat slips at least. And it was crappie all the way. And it was back about, from the front back to about 10 feet. And I caught some of them, but they were small. They were all 8 to 9 inches. But see, there ain't many here at all. It's just a few. I see a couple, something's following me there. It might be a crappie. But that's the main thing. It doesn't have to take a whole bunch of them, as long as they're interested. There you go. That's the main thing. See, 3 of them was following me. That's what's nice about a live scope, guys. I could see him just keep working my bait because there was fish behind it. They were just following it. You can look down and see it. It wasn't a clear picture. I could see little marks behind my bait. I could see my bait once in a while flicker. Then I didn't see my bait, but I seen these 3 fish moving, and they was moving toward the boat. Well, I knew they was following my bait. That's why I just kept working it. You don't have to see your bait. That's a nice one too, guys. Dang, I'm having a good day. It's an area I never fished. Never have fished this dock in my life, guys, I know of. If I did, it was bass fishing, because I've had them crappie fishing. Look, I'm still on the side of the bridge. Told you I haven't been through that bridge this year. And I haven't been through that bridge fishing for crappie as far as I know ever down through here. If I have, I forgot about it. But like I said, let me show you something. See them little marks on the bottom down there? The little bumps? You see one moving there now. See right there? That's all I'm seeing, guys. If it's 10 here, it's 10. That's it. Yeah, guys, it's 2 just hanging out down there. They were just hanging out between me and the dock, and I just kept pitching at them. And this one just rose up and hit it like I'm tired of seeing that thing. I'm gonna eat it. Oh, it's a nice one. Dang, Dennis, you need to come down through here more often. This is a good ways from my house, guys. Like I told y'all, for y'all new guys, I live in a waterfront subdivision, and I don't live waterfront. And the boat, so he said these ones, all about the same size, all about 11 inches. I'm catching, which is nice. Nice crappie. The boat ramp is about 600 yards from my house at the most, 400 to 600, I don't know. I need to measure it sometimes. Guys, I'm at the same dock. I'm not gonna leave here till they quit. I'm not gonna leave them till they quit. When you find crappie that's biting, and the good size too. Now this one was way back up in there. They're about the same size. He's about 10 and a half. And I'm gonna stay with the same color as long as it's catching fish. I'm gonna stay with the sunshine. Sunshine, Tweety bird. All right, guys, I moved back on the dock a little bit, if you can tell. I was up in the first boat slip. I moved back to the second boat slip. Look here, my goodness gracious. This is not a crappie. This is a red ear. This is shell cracker. Wow, what a shell cracker. Wow, stop. Oh yeah, I see you. I got you, stop. Look at that, guys. What a shell cracker. All right, guys, I moved. Those finally quit on me after I caught that big red ear. Look here, bam. But I just found another one. I moved, again, I was up there. I was right up there. I'm watching my boat back here, guys. I was right up there. And I idled a little ways, looking, just watching the water depths, what I was doing, okay? Now this video is about finding crappie in a new area. This is a new area for me. This is like going to, stop. I'm gonna take you off if you stop flopping. And I'm gonna show you all this jig too. All right, I messed the dock. That's a nice one, guys. A nice one today. What do y'all think of that one? All right, it's a nice one. All right, let me show you all this jig, and I'm gonna put a new battery in. I haven't checked it, but I know it's gotta be there. Right here it is. That's a split shot. I just crimped a split shot on there. You can see the plier marks in it, okay? And I'm gonna make a video on how I do this, then I clean it up. So, I know some people saying, I showed it to a guy today, local. He said, dang, that looks almost like a bought one. Well, it's not as good as a bought one or as good as what some of y'all guys are making, nowhere. But I'm using it because I'm getting tired of losing the nice ones. So I've been keeping my junkie, when I call it a junkie jig, I've been keeping the junkie jig on this rod. And I throw it at stuff. So I'm throwing at a stump, and I'll show you that stump right here in a minute. All right, guys, I got another one off that stump. There's about 6 on this stump. Whoa, and that's a decent one. And there's a brush pile behind me on this corner of this dock. It's about 4 or 5 on it, and they won't pay attention to me. Well, they follow me. So I consider when they follow me a little ways and that's it, I don't even consider that anything. All right. There you go. Got a bite mark on them. You catch so many crappie with bite marks. Let's measure this. And I haven't been measuring any of them, guys. I'm a pretty good guesser most of the time. Like I say, I figure they running, yeah. He about 11. So I figure they running about 11 inches, 11 and a half. That's a little bit bigger than what I've been catching. Like I said, that one up there might have been 12 earlier. But I figured they run about 11 to 11 and a half. And that's nice because I've been catching a lot of 8s to 10s lately. Uh-oh, did you get my tail? Nope. Still on the same bait, guys. All right, tail's still on there. Now, the reason I keep mentioning that is, I got a couple people saying, well, the tails don't last long, the bait don't last long. I'm on the same bait. I've caught every fish today on the same bait but the one. I caught one on the bug, right? And I haven't been throwing the bug because I'm fishing deeper. I don't have a bunch of weight on this thing. Now, you know, I don't want to go zip. Y'all know I don't believe in no more weight than you have to use. That little split shot right there is probably a 1/32. 1/32 all round to me is hard to beat. I'm gonna find this stump and show it to you. If I can find it. It's really hard to, right here. There it is. That's all what I'm throwing at. I'm 15 feet from you. See fish moving right there, see? Now, I don't know if they're part of the fish on the stump or not, because I've seen that a couple times now. I've seen fish come by. I got a notion they're bass. Hey guys, I found another stump. See, I was in front of this boathouse right here. I went about 20 yards to the right. And here's another stump with crappie on it. Like I said before, and I made a video about 2 years ago fishing stumps and catching crappie off stumps. And I just haven't been doing, because the area I've been fishing, they're on docks and trees in the water, lay down trees and stuff up on my end. He's not a bad one. I don't know if y'all get to see him or not. I know sometimes I don't hold him where y'all can see. Same bait. All right, guys, I lost one the last cast. Bite 3 casts in a row. Some of them I think did leave the stump. There's still a couple there. I see one move every now and then. I seen this one raise up off the stump. When the bait got close to the stump, he raised off the stump and grabbed it. See, that's why they're on those stumps, guys. They lay behind those stumps. When a school of shad come through, they can just roll up and grab a shad. They look like they're part of the stump and the fish not paying attention to them. Everybody's watching's been to a Bass Pro Shop. They're everywhere now, right? You go in Bass Pro Shop, look how those crappie relate to that structure in that tank. If they got a log or something in there, they're laying around the log, right? That's a nice fish there, guys. He's probably 12 inches. You know, and that's why they do that. Crappie like to relate to cover, right? We all know that. That's why they hang docks and tree tops and we fish brush piles. Well, stumps is no different. They get on a stump. You take a great big old tree stump, this stump here is probably that big. It's probably huge. It's probably all ate up. The roots are exposed on most of them. Sometimes I can see that if they're in shallow water. But if you see one up close to 6-8 foot of water here and the water's pretty clear, you look at it, you can see the roots are exposed where the water's beat it as the lake's been up and down and filling. So they got plenty of area to hang around. And they can get down in those gaps and those roots and stuff too and hide. So when a school of shad comes through, they just roll up and get them. Surprise, here I are, you know. Man, this one thumped it. I come across that stump, 3 of them rolled up, followed it for a little ways, and this one rolled up and just thumped it. I mean, bam. You gotta love it. I felt, he felt like he could take a rod out of my hand. Dude, you wanted it, didn't you? You knew exactly what to do with that bait. He said, that's mine, that's mine. He's not a very big one. Well, he's nice though. He's probably 10. He's probably 10. The guys, there's some nicer fish than I've been catching for a long time. Yesterday I caught babies, but I was up in, I never left Poplar Creek yesterday, and I was fishing shallow water. So this deeper waters haven't got these nicer fish. All right, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fool them one time. I'm gonna put the little bug down there. I was hoping it'd be bigger than that. This gold crappie right here is deep. They are deep, guys. This is the weekend after Labor Day weekend. I think I said that in the video. But I'm fishing again. I'm fishing something I've never fished. Just going down through here looking around. Where's my pliers? And I went to a heavier lead head, guys. I took that other one off. I took it off with this rod. I got little stuff tied on the other rods. They don't have a 2-pound test on them too. This one's got 6. I got this rod and the one with the fluke on it that has 6, okay? The rest of them have 2 and 4. One has 2, that side of it has 4. The other one down has 4. I got 2 of 6. 1 with 2, 2 with 4, 2 with 6. How you like that? And when I'm fishing this deep, I'd rather have the 6 and a heavy jig. And I don't know what's wrong here. You ever get your rod line tangled? I got it. Line tangled into your rod. I'm going to show y'all what I'm fishing. Right there. If y'all can see that, I don't know what it is. You can see it's let's see, 15, 20. Where the green is touching over, it's 20. It's about 22 feet deep, guys. It could be something that they put out right here years ago. It could be a tree that washed out off this bank. It's a good drop right here, and that's what I'm doing now. The idea, again, I'm going to repeat myself. The idea of this video was to go to a new area I never fished, and I haven't. Like I said, it's been. I can still look up and see the bridge, guys. It's about a mile probably to that bridge. I've never fished this for crappie before in my life, and go to a place I never fished for crappie. It'd be like going to a new lake on my own lake and find fish. And everywhere I stop today, I've caught fish. Why? I'm following the channel. You can see I'm in 20 foot right here. Look how close I am. Well, GoPro makes it look further. I'm 25 feet, 20 feet from that dock, okay? And you can tell by the bank, it goes up immediately before it levels out, that I'm on a drop. Over here, it goes up real fast. That house. That house is on up the bank, okay? Some big houses in this area. Look at this monster right there. And on the corner, that's a monster. Huge. Those are $2 million homes. Anyway, it's got to be some crappie where the $2 million homes are, right? You hit hard. Guys, I got to tighten my drag up evidently. If y'all know what I mean. I'm going to turn y'all down here a little bit. That fish, he hit so hard. He took drag on the hit. And look how big he is. I tightened my drag up a little bit. He shouldn't have done that. Your drag ever get a little loose? All right, guys, that's the full-size cricket. He's not very big. He's about 8 inches, 9, 8.5 maybe. I think he's probably 8 3/16. And he took drag, tore my bait. This is a pencil on head too, guys. So I'm dropping it down and stuff like that. I let it drop clean to the bottom till my line went slack. Then I picked it back up and started shaking, and he hit it. If I get hung up, I get hung up. I don't have nothing in this jig. All I got is the price of the hooks. This shot are cheap. All right, guys, I done had switched colors on them a couple times. They hit the that ocean color, and then I stopped and went to watermelon candy, and I hit the watermelon candy. This is an earlier watermelon candy. You can see I got a lot of purple, green, blue in it. The ones on the site are not quite, I don't think they have the red in them. I think it's just blue, green, and purple. But anyway, there you go. Well, guys, look, the boats are starting to wake surfing and stuff. It's after 11. I got a long ride home. I'm gonna head home. There you go. Found fish, a new place. And if I came back, I'd start on that point right there.
Okay, guys, we caught some fish. We got lucky. We found some fish, found some new cover. But that's why you get out and go like that, guys. I was really surprised how many fish I found, how well I done. There's fish down there. There's fish in that clear water. Just had to fish a little different to do the river in. The river in where I'm fishing, the water's got a little more color to it. And I actually think they're easier to catch. And the water has a little color to it. Crystal clear water, or clear water, to me, it's the toughest fishing for bass or crappie. Hope y'all enjoyed that. It was fun for me. Gonna do it again one day. Probably real soon. Fishing Lake Country. My name is Dennis. See you guys. Appreciate you.